Hey guys, how's it going? MasterBucks here. Welcome back to another episode of the Journey Career Mode. This time, I'm with Atlanta United. We left Adelaide United, went to the MLS, joined up with Atlanta United, and the last episode was the first time that we were with them, and we did pretty well. We were sitting outside the top 6 in the Western Conference. We are now inside the top 6, sitting in 4th place, although it's kind of all over the place because there are some teams that have played a game or 2 extra games more, and then there are some teams like Philadelphia that are just way behind the rest of us. It's weird, but we've definitely improved a lot in our table position. I've got a game coming up against the New York Red Bulls, which I'll be playing right now, and hopefully we'll be able to distance ourselves even further from outside that top 6 area. We've played just an insane amount of games in the last couple of weeks, so I've got a very tired starting 11. I mean, look at this. Look at this. Like, if not all of these players can't play, I've got to play almost a complete, for this one game, rotated team. So here's what we've got then. It's a completely new starting 11. Khan in goal, De Jong, Parkhouse, Robinson and Ambrose at a right back position, even though Ambrose is a left back. We've got Carlton, Gosselin, who's like 60 overall. We've got Laurentowicz, who's 67. Gressel, who's 74. Kratz and Vasquez at striker. Not a single player apart from our right midfielder that's above 70. So we might struggle in this game, you know. And we've got a lot of quality players on the bench if we need them, but I just had to. I had to give my main team a rest after the ridiculous amount of games that we played. Goddamn MLS, man. Despite playing a completely rotated team, I will still try to get it done against the New York Red Bulls. And the Red Bulls team does look like this. They have got a few names I think I can recogniise, like Kaku, for example. Not Kaká. I thought who that was for a second. Jorgensen. So no Bradley Wright-Phillips anymore. I'm apparently not. I don't know. They've also got Aaron Long, who's a centre-back, who I know is decent for the MLS standard. I've actually got him shortlisted as a potential signing. But okay, I think even though we've kind of made the Mercedes-Benz Stadium a fortress, like we have won every game that we have played at home, I want to keep that going, but given the circumstances, I necessarily wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't be that upset. Bang, big slide tackle and a clean one, and he gets it back. There you go, Ambrose. Oh, right up the middle. Come on, there's a huge gap here. Vasquez can get away. He can get away. Can he shoot? No, he can't. Long, that's why I want to sign him. I thought I had enough space to go, but apparently not. I think I might just do the sensible thing at this free kick. I'm not going to go for it. Not when I've got my better set piece takers out. I'm going to get, I'm going to get De Jong to lay this one off. Here, right in front of goal. Bang. Not timed well. Yellow finish from Kratz. There we go. We've been able to get away here, sort of. Although now I'm surrounded and I'm fucking, like, oh my god, I'm really struggling. I am so used to the, just having the almost unfair pace of, oh my god, all these other players that they've turned it over in an awful position here. It's an awful position for them. Velasquez, a deflection. It was always going to be going wide from the looks of things, but we now get a corner. And they're even doing the Mexican wave. Oh my god, I've never seen that in FIFA 19. The entire time I've been playing it. Come on, lads, they're doing the Mexican wave. We've got to deliver. That's not a bad one. That's not a bad one at all! There you go! That's for your Mexican wave, Atlanta! Oh, they love it in the ATL. That's it. 1-0. New York are down finally. Oh, we've had so much of the ball. Even though we haven't been as good, we're missing all of our better plays. We've still looked threatening. One corner in, and that's my first goal from a corner as well. Jeff Laurentowicz is the scorer. Okay, nice. 30, a little over half an hour gone. I can see that left-hand side. Whoever's running is relatively quick. There's a man up ahead of him here. Taking this as... Oh, that's a brilliant strike. Yes! It's a brilliant touch! And the 60 rated centre midfielder. Both of my central midfielders now with goals. Look at this. We just immediately played the ball ahead of Gosselin, who took the touch past his defender and then struck it past the keeper. Just pushed off his man and hit it. Even though it's right up there for the keeper to save it, it still goes in. Here we go, boys. We're making the Mercedes-Benz Stadium a fortress. We're not taking a single loss or we're not dropping a single point all season in this damn stadium. Oh, yes. Come on. Oh, the boys! Yes! It's 3! These guys are absolutely carving them up. We got the first, and now we've just been on fire. Oh, we are on our way. We are well and truly on our way. Who's the goal scorer for that one? I think it is Vasquez. There you go. Brandon Vasquez. And it was picked off there by Ambrose toward the end, but 3-0 at half time. And we are on our way. From this position, no way we should be dropping it, even with this rotated team. Timed it nicely there. Is he going to get a chance to shoot? I'm going to try it. Oh, I was hoping he would get some power on that shot and a bit of height and dip, and it would get up and over the keeper, but that's not the shot that we got, sadly. And a yellow card for Goslin. Going for that near post. Can we find the target? No. Goslin's had a pop. Oh my goodness! Just took a swing at it. I didn't expect that to go in at all. What a shot from Goslin. Left foot strike, and it almost seems like he kind of slices this a bit, you know. That is actually what helped him out there. It was getting away from the keeper. He had a defender right in the way. I thought this is getting blocked, but somehow it's gone in and it's capped off the day. 4-0. Can you head it away? Yes, he can. Bello. And he's found Kratz perfectly. There's not going to be another time for a fifth. I'd like to have gotten a fifth there. That would have been ridiculous. 5-0 win at home with the second team. It's a bloody good showing regardless. And there's a few players I know now in my reserves that are fully capable and quite decent, irrespective of some overalls. You know, I was playing quite well with them. So very happy with the performance today. But, you know, the majority of these boys, we maybe won't see that much of them down the track. I still want to stick to my starting 11, if you know what I mean. Alrighty, lads, we'll do this quick training session, and when we advance into the next month, or when we advance even to the next game, we will be in July, and that is the start of a brand new transfer window. So, I am going to start making some signings very shortly. The next game we have is against DC United. I'll probably just sim that, even though, yes, Wayne Rooney is in that team, and they are above us. It's actually a pretty important game, you know, but we have to make good pace, if you know what I mean. We've gotten a couple of, unfortunately, training injuries. That's not good. We've got monthly scouting updates we'll take a look at. There's a fair bit to go through. We've got a training injury. It's only 5 days to Hernandez, unfortunate. And a pre-contract arrival. This was clearly done. Oh my goodness. This was clearly done before I was manager. But this man has left the club. Or should I say Yambere has joined. Gressel has left the club. Gonzalez Perez has left the club. And someone else as well. Alright, we've just gotten a whole bunch of new players in and a couple of players that have left. Okay, these are the 2 players that we've just got. Yambere, I'm not exactly sure on the pronunciation there, but he's 28 years of age, 6'3" from the Central African Republic. Okay, and unfortunately we've ended up losing our captain, Gonzalez Perez, and he was actually like 77 rated, so, I don't know. Do we end up chucking Parkhouse out and putting Yambere in just because he's the higher overall? I might do that. One person that we did pick up, though, who actually looks okay here is Valcarce. We'll figure out exactly what it is, but got a bit of pace, got decent stamina, which I'll take, and very well-rounded skill attributes, which is always a tick for me. 3-star skill moves, 3-star weak foot. So nice and well-rounded, and I reckon he's actually our highest-rated left-back, you know. We've got an injury to Hernandez too. I'm going to chuck him in there. I reckon he becomes our new left-back. Well, I wasn't actually expecting this to happen, but alright, we've got a quick shake-up of the team already. So that's how the team now looks. It's a shame because even though we've improved our left-back, we have taken a bit of a downgrade at the centre-back position. But Yambere and Valcarce, I think is just, I'm pretty confident that should be about right. But anyway, I am now in the January, or should I say not the January, the July and August transfer window, and I think I'm going to make signings. I'm going to make a few. I might start with, I was going to start at the left-back position or with some fullbacks, but we've already got one left-back in, so I don't know if I really need to anymore. Regardless, I'll show you who I've got. I've got a few players that I'm pretty interested on, like this man Nandez is a player that I was looking at picking up from Buenos Aires, although we all know what club that really is. We've got Zack Stefan as well, a 77 rated 24-year-old goalkeeper from America with a real in-game face, and he has some very good potential. I think he might cost us a fair bit, 14 to 20 million, so if we were to go for him, that's quite a fair bit of the budget gone straight away. Nandez is probably going to cost us a fair bit, although we can actually get him on a pre-contract. So I didn't actually know that. Alright, well maybe we could just pick this man up for free then. It does mean we'd have to wait for him to join though, so that kind of sucks as well. But anyway, we've got Gonzalez as well, Horta from LA Galaxy too, and he might cost us about 15 mil or so. But there are some players in there. I would like to get a goalkeeper, a centre midfielder, and maybe we could pick someone else up as well, depending on who is available. As you can see here too, by the way, I've even got a couple of Adelaide United players. Some of the players that were in my old side that I quite like the look of and maybe have a high enough overall and maybe a decent enough value for me to justify signing. So there's like Kakashi, the left back, who I was pretty keen on picking up, but then we ended up getting a left back anyway. Atkinson, Deng, Paul Izzo, I know has got a little bit of potential to hopefully get to mid-70s, maybe even high 70s if we kick on. King was a youth academy player that the only reason I liked him was because he had 5-star skill moves, 5-star weak foot, and had a bit of pace about him too, which, you know, you definitely take. I don't know how good his potential was exactly. I don't think it was in the 80s particularly, but still, and Sarpreet Singh. So maybe, depending on how much cash I've got, I might even bring a few of those players over as well. I am also going to, not in this episode, but eventually I will get a youth academy, you know, scout a future star. I will do that at some point, but not in this episode, maybe in the next episode. And I reckon from that point on, I'll do a scout a future star for every new club I go to. So how about that? We've got Frank Tremblay, who is a 75 or 65 max overall player. The potential isn't exactly great. He's a goalkeeper, maybe not the best, but I will sign him up regardless because he's the best in Canada. Diallo hasn't exactly found me much in Mexico. Not a lot of super high overall players, and the potentials are all pretty garbage except for this bloke, but his overall's nowhere near where I need it to be. And my 5-star experience, 5-star judgment scout, Moses Mpemba from Nigeria, has found me a few decent players. Here we go. Colin Campbell, 66 max overall. The potential is minimum 74, max 94. So hell yes, I will sign him up. Colin Campbell from America. We've also got this man, Lucas Moore. Decent potential again, nice overall, 300 grand worth of value. I reckon they'll be the only ones. And I'm just going to straight up reject this Victor Wood bloke because he looks terrible. And you know what? This Carson Park guy, I might get him as well. If you've got a minimum potential, which is ridiculous, like mid-80s like this lad, then I'll get you regardless of what your overall is. Like it's 25 value. He's clearly going to be trash, but with such a high potential, I may as well just have him kicking around. But okay, now the Youth Academy is starting to take shape. He ended up being 43 overall compared to 58 for Lucas Moore, 57 for Colin Campbell, and 55 for Tremblay. And look, I tell you what, I wasn't going to play this game against DC United, but I've only just realised there's actually a massive break between this game and the next. And by massive, I mean it's massive. It's nearly 2 whole months. It's basically exactly a month, but we are not going to be playing a single game in July apart from that one game against DC United. A month later, we'll play Columbus Crew. So I reckon we play that game against DC, get all the transfers out the way, and maybe leave it with Columbus or maybe even a little further, maybe even outside the transfer window. But nah, let's play a game with this new look starting 11, or specifically this new look defense. Yambere at centre back and Valkache at left back. We will see who is out of those two going to be somewhat decent for me. I expect the left back to be okay. I'm just questionable about that new centre back. And of course, with it being DC United, we will be going up against Wayne Rooney, who I believe right now is actually the highest goal scorer in the league. We might even get confirmation of it eventually, I don't know. But he's got like 13-something goals for the season. There you go. I don't really know. I'm pretty confident anyone else in this DC United team, except for maybe Acosta and Durkin. That's it. And only because they are other players that I have on my shortlist. And to be fair, Luciano Acosta isn't even the one I was thinking of. It's only Chris Durkin that I'm aware of that has a bit of potential. Oh, but okay, let's go. Still looking to keep this undefeated or this 100% record at home alive. Can we do it? We've already done it against Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Now we face Wayne Rooney. There you go. Oh, the new left back with a big crunching tackle in the first 5. That's what I want to see. Oh, that's so close. That interception could have been huge. Now they're away. Escobar. Oh, no. I tried to play it up the line. That's not good. Guzan spilled it. And he's going to pick it up again. Wow. I don't think I'd ever seen anything like that before. Oh, wide. And again, I'm not timing these shots well enough at fucking all. I'm just constantly getting yellows. I don't think I've hit a single green shot in my entire time with Atlanta. Good header down from the left back. This one defender is getting in the way. Martinez is here. Across the face. Yeah, there we go. Had to get the angle perfect there. It felt a little awkward, but he's able to get it home. Finally, we strike the 2 centre defensive mids. We're just playing it between each other, and from a super tight angle, still managed to get it home. That goalkeeper really, I think, will be disappointed. But in the end, we have just blasted it by him. Joseph Martinez, in under half an hour, gets us the lead. What a delivery, header, and it's in! Barco 2-0, right away. Immediately we get one. Just threw it in straight away, shifted it to his left foot there, Villalba, crossed it at the back stick, Barco with the header, and it's gone through a pair of legs. I don't know how exactly, but he has managed to get it home, and that's all we needed it to do. There you go, just under his legs. A number of players are already pretty tired, like Ezequiel Barco as well as a few others, even Villalba, so I will maybe make some changes shortly. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, here we go. It's set up for us here, ain't it? Villalba, 3. Too easy. Just took it easy. Just took it calm, you know. Just took the touch, settled, shifted it to his right foot, and then struck it home for 3. And that is another 3 points, I reckon. It's looking good. Oh, man. I'm loving MLS with Atlanta United. This is just too good. This attack of Barco, and or should I say Barco on the left, this man, Villalba, on the right. These two are even really tired, and yet they're still moving around like they just came on the pitch. You've got Joseph Martinez at striker, Gonzalo Martinez at centre attacking midfield. Even though he hasn't exactly seen that much of the ball or has been as involved as he was in my first game, they're just combining the four of them gorgeously. And now I am going to make changes, as are DC United. I've just had too many I've got too many players out there that are running on fumes, including Ezequiel Barco. So he'll now come off in order for Carlton to come on. Oh, Carlton. Done very good there. He's kept this alive, you know. And he's given it off to Nagby, who can straighten up and go from downtown. And there's 4. Oh, we don't see him score too many, this man Nagby. But there you go. He's been able to strike 4-0. 15 minutes to go. Can we see our first 5-0 victory in the MLS? Good ball over the top there. That is gorgeous. He's going to run away from them all here, surely. Hopefully, no, he's not. I try to get him to knock the ball forward. What does he do? Martinez. Oh, he's got the ball back. It's not going to get there. No, I just can't get a 5th goal. Kratz. Off to the right. No, Acosta. Oh, God. Fuck's sake. One day I will get a win. 5-0. I will one day in the MLS, but I just not today. All right, 4-0. We'll take it. We're just completely dominant in this. Maybe not in this league completely, but at home, it's too much fun. Too much fun. 4-0 win. Gorgeous stuff. And despite putting on such incredible performances, we're still only in 4th place. Man, when are we going to eventually start climbing up that table? I don't know, but like we are still on 30, or should I say we're still in 4th place on 39 points. We're 5 points away from Columbus Crew. If they lose their next game against, which by the way is against us, I don't know if they have a game between now and then, obviously, but I mean, it's, yeah, we've at least closed the gap to the top, you know, because we were like 15, 16 points away from top spot at the start when we first joined. Now we're only 5 points, so you'll take that, but to still only be in 4th, I mean, come on. But if you don't mind me, ladies and gentlemen, I'm now going to start making my big money signings. And by big money, I mean I'm going to get one bloke to start off on the cheap and completely on the free. Hopefully, anyway, it's going to be Nandez, who is a $16.5 million player, but we could pay him about a 15 grand wage and he could be joining us for free next season. So, I mean, a 68 rated centre mid CDM, he would be class, and he'd probably help us, you know, accommodate for missing Miguel Almiron. I mean, maybe not particularly too much. I'd probably play him in a CM, CDM role, not a centre attacking midfield role, but he would just improve our midfield even more. So that's what I'm going to do. I don't know if I'll be sticking around long enough for him to start wreaking havoc in this team or not, but who knows? We will see. I'm still going to make the signing regardless. He wants a 15 grand wage. Now, my budget, it says that I've got nothing in the budget and only 16 grand after what he wants, but I tell you what, I thought I had like 20 mil in the budget. I don't know what's going on there. Well, anyway, I've pretty much given him what he's want, apart from rounding his wage down to 15 grand, 150k signing bonus, and I've just removed the performance bonus. Hopefully that'll be enough. Looks like they just want an extra 1.5k per week. We'll give him that, and then we will complete this. I'm going to accept it. Nandez will be joining us next season, and you know, that centre midfield CDM position, I could definitely do with some improvement and some real class, and now we've got it. And yeah, look, I've still got 20 mil in the budget. So, and yeah, look, I've still got 20 million in the budget. So there's not Yeah, I was wondering where it went when we were negotiating with Nandez. No, we've still got cash to spend. All right, I might also go for another centre midfielder, a player that I'll just buy this time. We've got Andre Horta, who is Portuguese, playing at LAFC, also in the MLS. We'd have to pay between 15 to 20 mil for him, though, and that's almost all of our budget. So I'd rather not do that. I'm going to put in an offer anyway. Hopefully I can get him for about 10 to 12, like under his value. If I need to pay any more than his value, I'm not probably going to do it. I'm literally just going to start this offer 2 mil under his value. I'm sure I'm probably going to get stormed out the room here, but we'll try it. Yeah, that is what I figured. They're just so absolutely appalled that they just walk out. Okay, well now that is out of the way, I'm going to go for the next two highest centre midfielders that I've got, which, to be fair, I'll be able to get a little bit cheaper, like Kellen Acosta, who is 74 rated, has potential, can play CM/CDM, and I could probably get for bang on his value. I'm probably going to offer 8 or 9 mil and probably get him for that from the looks of things. And then there's also this man, Nicolas Dominguez, who has pretty much the same skill moves and weak foot, although he's got 4-star weak foot. Acosta has got 5-star weak foot. That's not bad, but stat-wise, I mean, pretty well-rounded mental and physical and technical. The same as Kellen Acosta, although maybe Acosta is a little bit better for me on paper. So that's why I think I'm going to go for Acosta. Going to offer 9 mil like I said I would. It's basically his value bang on. I can't imagine the manager just storming out after that, and especially since my chief executive says that's what I can get him for. And there you go. I think that's a fair offer. So we're about to make our first actual signing in this window. All we have to do is sort this man out with a contract and it's done. And as for his wage, they always want a massive decrease. Why? It doesn't make sense. 50k something signing bonus and an appearance bonus. You know, we'll round that all down and then we'll pretty much go with that. I just rounded the wage down to 5k, the signing bonus down to 50k, and the appearances down to 100k. That is literally it. Just because I'm OCD like that, you already know by now, that should be enough. And indeed it is. Not quite what we were hoping for, but we'll take it. Done. Acosta is my first actual signing to join the team. So Kellen Acosta I'm going to put at centre midfield alongside Remedi, and that Nagby bloke is going to have to go onto the bench, but he can play at centre mid, centre attacker mid CDM, so he's a good sub player to have. And Acosta is obviously a lot younger, can definitely grow and get a little higher rated. Brilliantly well-rounded mental and physical with a great stamina, nice skill attributes, really decent for his overall. So I'm super happy with that. Plus the 5-star weak foot. He is a little gem of a player. Now then, as for the next signing, I think I'm going to make it a goalkeeper. I would like to get a younger goalkeeper in, slightly higher rated than, 71 rated Brad Guzan and 50 years of age. So at the moment, we've got Paul Izzo, the goalkeeper that we had back at Adelaide United. So he could be the first player I bring across from my old team. We've got Zack Stefan, the man that I want to get, but I think he's going to be a bit too pricey. He's worth 14 million. I could still try, but I don't know. And the other one is Farines, who's 75 overall, 21 years of age, a little bit cheaper than Stefan. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go for Stefan first. If I can get him, great. If I can afford him. If I can't, I'm going to go for Farines. And I'm sure I should be able to get him instead of Stefan. If I can't get him, then I'm going to go for Paul Izzo instead. So we will start with Zack Stefan. Now, I'm not sure, but it would be incredible. I'd need to sign him for less than 10 mil or for like 11 mil. We won't let Stefan go for that little. They want basically 16 mil for him. Oh, I don't know. I definitely can't pay that then. How about 11 million? If they don't accept that, then we're toast, basically. We're toast already. Like, look at that wage. We're not going to be able to pay him a wage. Yeah, I don't think we're going to get him. No, Zack Stefan is off the cards, unfortunately. Okay, then. So it's the Venezuelan Farines instead, then. So we've already got one Venezuelan up one end of the pitch with Joseph Martinez, and now hopefully we'll have another one up the other end, stick in between the sticks. I'm going to, again, start off just a little under his value, 8 million for Farines. They want 10 million. Okay, well, I can make that happen. I'll probably round it down to 9.5. They should accept that. It'll give us enough wage to get the job done. I'm fairly confident. Well, I tried to anyway. They didn't go for it. All right, how about 10 million? There we go. They accept 10 million. 9.5 apparently. Oh, no, still not. All right, whatever. 10 mil it is then. It all just comes down to wages and bonuses. If he wants too much, we will have to go for Paul Izzo. I'll play it, say, 50. Yeah, that'll be fine. To get it started, we're going to be able to afford him, no problem. He just wants an extra bonus for clean sheets. All right, fine, you can have it. And it's really not even that big of a deal. Done and dusted then. Would have been cool to have brought back Paul Izzo, but we'll accept that. And we have ourselves a brand new goalkeeper. And there he is, Farinez. He's 4 overall, higher than Brad Guzan and like 30 years younger. Okay, he's 21 years old. Guzan's 34. He's not that old. All right, fine. But whatever. We had to get in some other younger, higher rated goalkeeper, and that is that. And the team now is looking pretty good. It's looking solid. Well, guys, I feel pretty good about those 2 signings, and I'm pretty much all out of budget, so we might be done here. I've got a couple of players transfer listed, and I'll try to keep my eye on if any offers come through, but I might just advance straight away to the next game a whole month later in August, should I say, against Columbus Crew. I've just had pretty much the 2 offers for Parkhouse, who's 35 years of age, and I don't know, he's a handy backup centre-back to have, so I might not let him go. But Brad Guzan's pretty much, we don't really need him anymore. And West Bromwich Albion, of all people, are wanting to pick him up. So yeah, we'll accept that, sure. I've been given a training, or I've picked up a training injury for Ezequiel Barco, so he's going to be out for 9 days. He won't see the next game or 2 of action, unfortunately. But we've also picked up Manager of the Month. There you go. I'm not too surprised about that, because we have been absolutely killing it. And this Rebecca Pompey chick is literally working as every single league's press officer. Like, this is mental stuff. She's working. She's the real MVP of this career mode. You may have seen it too. Brad Guzan was also sold. We've made it to the game against Columbus Crew, and we've also got a new batch of monthly scouting updates. We've found Brian Cooper, again, another Canadian goalkeeper, but this bloke actually looks alright with some good potential, so we'll sign him. We have Joseph Fraser, good overall, decent potential, very nice value, so we'll sign him. Kenneth Gibbs looks alright with a max potential in the 90s as well, so we'll sign him. And this Adam Taylor bloke, again, decent overall. The value's not great, but we'll get him in too. Why not? But with this game against Columbus Crew coming up, and it being so important, it is, again, them on the top of the Eastern Conference. We win that. We get even closer to hopefully jumping everyone else and taking top spot. I'm probably going to play it in the next episode, but it is a pivotal game. It will be coming up in the next one. We'll take a cheeky look at the Western Conference too, and Minnesota United still on top. Portland Timbers, Dallas, and at least the LA teams, Galaxy and LAFC, have started to creep up into their top 6. But we're going to leave things here, lads. We've made 2 big signings, with another one coming as a pre-contract signing later on down the track. But there we go, making some changes, making the team just that little bit better. And I tell you what, lads, we're looking good. I feel very confident that we'll be able to finish top of the conference, and whatever happens in the finals happens. Till then, my name is MasterBucks. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and have a good one.